Guys, today I'm planting some new crops, but before I do that, I need to make me some new fields. Look at this. Oh, I'm gonna hit the lines. Look at the size of this thing. This thing is massive. That's what she said.
But it's so big and impressive.
We've made millions from our silage farm, but today we're changing things up and we'll be planting a new crop. Once that's done, we're going to be finding a new way to transport everything, and it's a way we've never tried before. We need to start off, of course, by making the field with our massive plow. We're going to go all the way down the tracks here, guys. We've got, well, a long ways to go. You can't even see the end down there. It's such a long ways. We're just going to follow straight line down the edge of these tracks as far as we can go. In fact, we're going all the way to the bridge, so we'll see what kind of money we're going to make off this field. It's not going to be as big as our hay fields, but yeah, it's going to be fine. I mean, it's still a really big field. Oh, yeah, it's a long ways down. At least it'll be easy to harvest because it's just long, straight lines back and forth. You know what? We've been taking over all the land out here in the county slowly, and now we kind of push this other train out here. This is not my train, by the way. Everything else is my train. This one's not mine. I don't know what kind of business they're running, but my train line's better. Anyways, we're going to finish this off, and I need to plant today, and we're already into May, so I've got to really kind of figure that out. We only have a certain options we can plant. We're already getting a little late in the year to be planting anything crazy. We'll talk about that more in a second. Still need to finish this off. Get back around here. A couple more passes to make. But realistically, I think we've made about a half dozen passes with this massive plow, and things are looking pretty quick already. We're almost done. we are done. Never mind. Completely done. All right, let's get this all folded right back up. We're going to head back over to the farm, and then we can start talking about planting right away because it's time we got to planting. Let's just kind of park this over beside our silage pits and drop that right about there. And then we've got to go grab our big planting unit. We got the big John Deere planting unit here, which we haven't got a ton of use out of, but when we have, it's been pretty slick. Get this back on out and pull this through the pit, and then we gotta we gotta cross the tracks. I forgot, we need seed first. Gotta buy some seed. We need to fill this up again. Seed and fertilizer going in. Need both of those, of course. There we go. Looks like, yep, there we go, getting seed. Perfect. All right, across the tracks, like I said. Easy, just don't hit the truck, don't hit the cabin. Just sneak on past, and then over the tracks. Easy. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's a little rough over here. Yeah, she's. Oh, come on, over. I need to smooth that out. That's a little bit rough. And then all the way back up to the town site and into our field we go. Unfold the planting head. And yeah, we're going to be putting some beans in the ground, guys. We got some beans going in. Pretty much that or sorghum were my only real options to plant. And beans just made the most sense. So soybeans it is. Now this is quite a ways away from our main farm. So I need to figure out a plan for transporting everything to make life a little bit easier. And I'm kind of looking at it right ahead of us. Spoiler alert. Anyways, I think that's going to be the plan going forward. But we're still a long ways away before harvest season. So there's a couple of things we'll need to take care of before we even get done that. I mean, obviously we got to finish planting this. Then we need to expand kind of our train area. I need to find a way to be able to get that into our silo, that brand new silo we got built. We haven't figured out a way of getting that to unload the way we want to yet. So that's kind of the next thing we need to figure out. And we still need to buy a harvester. So I've got, what, 2 million, almost 3 million bucks in the bank. So that money's all going to go towards that. Since we're done planting now, I can kind of move into the rest of the summer and start figuring all that stuff out. Oh, easy over the tracks again. Head all the way back down to the farm and just kind of easily sneak this back in. Yeah, so we got a plan going forward, guys. We need to expand this train line here. That's really what needs to happen first. Oh, you know what? Let's take it easy this time. Nice and slow. Nice and slow over the tracks. I really should increase the height of the ground over these pads, and then maybe it won't be such a big deal. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. There we go. Yeah, maybe we'll do that at some point, but for now, let's just get this back away, and then we can kind of figure out where to go to from here, because I got a plan, you guys. I got a plan. So planting is done. We're going to leave the 9R here, and we're going to start working on our new extension to our rail line, where we're going to get our trains into our grain silo. I've also gone and picked up another new toy, but more on that a little bit later. First, we need to build our rail line to go into the shed here, the silo shed, I guess. Let's get to work building this up. Now, first of all, I'm going to build the tracks to go right on inside here, and hopefully they can just kind of run all the way through, and I don't know what we'll do on the far side yet, but the next part is going to be going through the woods again. Back through the woods. I'll take the trees down later. I've already kind of scouted this out, and it looks like most of it is flat, so I shouldn't have to worry too much about the elevation. It's just kind of snap the tracks close together as we possibly can as we build this up. It is awfully expensive, though, as you guys see. I mean, the minimum is 10,000 bucks a pop. Oh, let's see if I can figure out where the heck it is. There it is. Gonna try and find out where the tracks go, and then just trying to map everything out by going and zooming out a little bit and trying to figure out exactly where we were to get us nice and close to that other rail line that goes all the way around the county now. There we go. So we found the track on the far side. You can see we built a switch track that kind of goes out on that far side, and that's where we're going to join in on this track. It's not perfect. I would rather if it did like a double fork and we could go either direction. That's something we could possibly do at some other point, but for now, as long as it's joined in and we can kind of snap these tracks in together like this, and then when we come back in, we're always going to be facing the same direction. We could always put a turntable in as well, right? That would be a secondary option. Put a turntable down here like we did before. It's just, you got to make sure you're kind of lined up in somewhat right direction. Now we're going to be getting down to the tricky spot here, because trying to line the tracks up so they're kind of meeting is not necessarily easy. You can do it for the most part with the corners, but then when you get down to the nitty gritty at the end here, we need to kind of angle the straight pieces so that they go in the right direction. Now I kind of messed up back there, actually. I put an angled piece and you guys saw that one was elevated. Anyways, there we go. That's the last piece. And it's almost perfect. It's close, but it wasn't 100%. Last thing we got left to do here, we've already taken the trees out. We just got to paint in some gravel so it looks a little more authentic, and our new train line is already finished. Not bad. You know what? This should work out okay. It looks like we actually made them up pretty quickly and pretty neatly. The line looks pretty good. Tracks shouldn't be any problem for our trains, I don't think. Train line is built, combine is purchased and at the farm, new field is planted. We're ready for the harvest. I'll see you guys in a couple months. All right, fall is here, and I think everything is ready to go. We've got our combine, we got our train line set up like I said. Guys, I think we're good to go, but there's a couple new things. I mean, obviously, we needed to talk about this bad boy, a new X9 John Deere combine we picked up. Yeah, with a 50-foot header and trailer as well. We got the bean header back there. Yeah, this thing should handle that big field, no problem. I mean, it doesn't get much higher on the price point than combines in this thing. We didn't go with the tracked version, just the wheeled version. But, you know, I was just thinking, there's one thing I need to check just looking at the train. Does the auger manage to get over top of the side of the bed here? Please fit. Yeah, it looks like, why is it not extending all the way? I mean, it fits. That's what I wanted to check, but can you extend? There we go. Okay, that's how you extend it out. I needed to find the right button. I couldn't find the right button to get it all the way out. There we go. Full extension. All right, let's go get the let's go head up there. We're gonna take the auger or the trailer with the header across the tracks once again. Get it over top. Easy does it. Once again, a little rough on the old suspension. I gotta smooth this out. This is ridiculous. Oh, man, it's so rough. All right, come on, Paul. Don't drop the header off the trailer, please. Please just stay on there. Thank you. And oh yeah, we got one more set of tracks to go. This one's better. This one's like the main line. So I guess I didn't build that one. So maybe that's why it's better. Anyways, let's hook up the header, spin her around, and let's get into this field. Shouldn't take us too long with the big 50-foot header. I'm going to see if we get a headland done first. We'll see if we get a headland done first, and then I'll go grab the train. We'll bring the train around afterwards, all right? So headland in first, away we go, and then we'll worry about the train. I mean, should I get a full headland? I don't know. We've got a massive big top bin on the top of this, so it can hold an absolutely massive amount of beans. 25,000 we're at right now. 25,000 farming units of beans already in this. We're almost full though. Almost full. Like 27,000. We're just about full, and that's going to about do us 27,400. I didn't even know what it was, to be honest with you. There you go. So absolutely massive amount of beans. We're gonna leave the combine sitting right over here by the tracks. We'll go grab the train now, and then we'll meet up together. I had to go buy an extra grain train cart. Yeah, I didn't have a big one like this. We only had the small one for the horses. I got a full-size one. That was 150,000 bucks ish. It is what it is. Over the up the hill, the 5-degree incline, which I know is a little steep, but you know what? The little shunter seems to handle it with one car. I'm hoping we can get everything from this field, this harvest, into this one rail car. I don't know if we can or not, but that's what we're going to start with and see how she goes. All right, all the way back on down past the field. Yeah, this one rail car should be enough. I think it holds a lot, so I mean, time will tell. Let's pull on up, hit the old brakes. Brakes, please. I forgot how bad the brakes are on this train. Yeah, the bigger engines have way better brakes than this thing. The brakes on this are a little bit suspect. It's a good thing we don't have a whole train with us. Let's go grab the combine and we'll, you know what? I didn't check the height on this particular grade car. The other ones are a little bit smaller. The open tops are a bit smaller. I think we should still fit. I think it'll be okay. Yeah, it looks fine. It looks fine. I'll just back this up and boom. Ah, good. Lots of space. You know what? I mean, I measured that. I totally measured this. Best driver in farm sim. Totally measured that up and knew exactly what I was doing. There's no question, you guys. No question at all. All right, back into the field we go. Let's finish off this field. That's the first unload. Probably get another 6 or 7. We've already done the far end of the field, guys. We've been down by all the way down to the bridge that we built. We're gonna head all the way back on down, back and forth now. I've got a few loads already in there. I've got a few more still left to put into the train. Yeah, just a couple more still left to go. Not a ton, but definitely enough. At 27,000 liters into this combine every single time, it makes pretty quick work of this field, considering even how big this field is. We could really go to town on this and get some real big fields. We're on our last pass though. And I believe we have about 200,000, I think in my head was about 200,000 farming units in the train. It's going to be pretty close to that. So yeah, that's about, I think we've dumped out almost 8 times off the top of my head. I lost track. I quit counting and you know what? I got the attention span of a parrot sometimes.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Wait, do parrots have long attention spans or short? I don't know. What do parrots do? Do they think long? I don't know. They could talk better than me, apparently. Get it? A parrotly? A parrot? Because we're talking about parrots. And apparent, because it's... I guess if you have to explain the joke, it's not nearly as funny. Anyways, let's head back on home. We've got 250,000 almost of beans in this thing. That ain't bad. Oh, take it easy. There's a rough spot right here. Let's just watch how the train handles this little dive. Easy, click. Perfect. Okay, good. That little drop has caught me off guard more than one occasion where we might have had a minor issue. But you know what? We're turning ourselves into the best train driver in farm sim now as well, just in case you were wondering. Onto the new track finally. There was the switch back there. We're about to head into the woods. First time through the woods. We never tested this. I just kind of slapped it down and assumed it was good. Hopefully we moved the trees far enough away. It looks a little tight, but I think we're going to be all right, you guys. All right, looks good. Into the silo. Oh, boy. Here we go. Didn't measure this once again either. I'm just assuming that this is going to fit inside this shed. We did have a problem when one of the sheds, of course, you might have remembered from a couple seasons ago. This one, hopefully it fits, because I don't have a plan B right now. Easy. Oh boy, yeah, there's tons of room. I mean, I didn't need to measure. I just knew. I just totally could tell. Just sneak on in. Come on to a nice slow stop. Perfect. There you go, guys. Dump that 250,000 liters of beans, farming units of beans going in. 250,000. Perfect. I'm pretty happy. That was actually easy. We could really expand this if we wanted to, now, couldn't we? So guys, I think we have done it all. I mean, we have been very generous out here in the community, out in the country here. We've built this whole area up now with farmlands and made this massive farm. I mean, we've got horses, we've got a mine, we've got this massive crazy train line that goes everywhere. We've made millions of dollars from our silage. I think that's about good for us here out in Forgotten Lands. I think we're going to call it there. So I think this will be the end of this series. We're going to be moving on to something else going forward. So thanks again so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this series. Of course, drop a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you are new. And I will see you guys in the next series. Of course, if you want to see a long form version of something similar to this, click on the link in the card. And yeah, check that video out. We'll see you guys in the next one. This is Klutch and an Off Forgotten Lands. Over and out.